Okay, quick music disclaimer here. I do not own the rights to this music, which belongs to the rightful owner, who is the intoxicating mind of Dr. Frankenstein. So he made my intro and my outro, and I hope you guys enjoy. Check them out on Spotify and YouTube, and no copyright infringement is intended. Have a good day.
Clear choice of good versus evil, of right versus wrong.
Twisted Tales.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Twisted Tales. So today, on this lovely splatter day, I'm going to talk about our Ep-04 serial killer. Very well-known Canadian serial killer called John Martin Crawford. Okay, so he was actually nicknamed the Lady Killer, and convicted of one count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree murder in the 1992 deaths of some Indigenous women. And he was sentenced to 3 concurrent life sentences. So his victims, mainly just in the region of Canada, met their end, and he was actually apprehended in 1993 and imprisoned at the Regional Psychiatric Center located in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. So back in 81, I guess his first victim there was Mary Jane Sirloin in Lethbridge, Alberta. And he served his time from 81, and was actually released in 89. And another time, Crawford raped, tortured, and strangled Eva Taysop. And she sawed off Taysop's arm before burying her body. The very next day, Clinda Waterhen met the same fate, although he left her body intact. Fourth victim, Shelley Napope, was actually discovered in a stand of trees near a golf course just southwest of Saskatoon in 94. So those were his 4 murder victims. But another woman, who actually wasn't killed, but still fell victim to his crimes, was Teresa Camacho. So she was actually a prostitute that worked in Saskatoon. And at the time of, her sexual assault, Crawford was actually being investigated by police, actually a few feet back, but they didn't actually intervene in the so-called rape of Miss Camacho. And after the whole ordeal ended, Miss Camacho didn't even go to police to report the alleged rape, and didn't claim the man that raped her was John Crawford until after he was charged with the other killings. And we have a statement here made by her lawyer, Ron Peach, that at least 3 RCMP officers that witnessed Camacho being raped inside Crawford's car a few meters away didn't even intervene. So the RCMP stated that from their spokesperson, Heather Russell, that their officers didn't know, and said that the police acted accordingly. But any members of the RCMP who are conducting surveillance are actually under obligation to intervene under any circumstance. And if they see any criminal act take place, however, members in this case weren't aware of the criminal act at the time of the incident. And it took her roughly 6 years to actually sue the RCMP, because she actually needed some time to heal. And that, my friends, will be my little wind down of our serial killer, Splatter Day, John Crawford, who actually died on December 16th, 2020, while serving his sentence in Saskatoon. No cause of death was ever released. And as I was researching this guy, he's pretty crazy, only preyed on First Nations women. And as I was researching, I just found this quote. It says, I don't feel so alone when I offer up a token to the Indian gods. And it's a little bit to think about on that, so just something that kind of stuck with me there. But either way, thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to end it on that note, and I'll have another one up here soon. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, guys.
Twisted Tales.